What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Booth Podcast. My name is Ken, along with my co-host
Dom.
And today we have a special guest today, and her name is
Nicole.
And she's one of our close friends from the booth. And the reason we brought her along today is because
we got a lot of your comments saying that we should talk about toxic relationships, and we didn't want it just to be a male perspective on things. We wanted to get a female's perspective, and why not someone who's been in almost a 3-year relationship? So I'm sure they've had their fair share of toxic feelings. okay. I didn't want to.
No, it's fine.
Sugarcoat it. But yeah, we just wanted to get into this because we wanted to give you guys the value that you guys deserve because you guys have been asking. So let's go.
All right. So first, I haven't been in a relationship, so I'm kind of like the moderator in a sense. So for those of you wondering, anyways, define what a toxic relationship what a toxic relationship. Oh fuck.
Yes. What is a toxic relationship? Ladies, go first.
Oh, me? Okay, so I think a toxic relationship is probably when you just feel drained, when you're supposed to feel nurtured, which is the opposite of love.
Oh, okay.
And
guys would never
when you
say
just
that.
don't feel you don't ever feel support, so you never feel the need, you can't feel the need to speak out on problems and stuff like that, and it just gets into a cycle. Yeah, so I think it's.
I think you might have said it. I'm going to say in the most guy way possible. It's when you at this point in your relationship have to go, can we have a good day?
Ooh, I never got that.
Can we have a good day today?
I heard about those though, but I never got that.
Ian doing good.
I never got those.
Never got the saying or the
Yeah,
good
the saying,
days?
the saying.
Oh, sorry.
He made it messy and I was like, I don't think it's that.
I heard about people saying those stuff, but like I never been to.
Yeah, it's when like they have so many bad days, just like, oh
They
my
just wanna
God,
have a good-
today can we
yeah.
not fight?
Oh, I never had those.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
now, one common thing that people have been asking is how do people become toxic?
I feel like that's from like maybe past childhood like
Yeah.
traumas, like because they've been belittled before and it's by someone that's meant to love them for so long, like whether it's a mother or father, or just mentor. They just have this feeling that whoever that loves them is supposed to kind of hurt them in a way.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it's normalized for them.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it is that way. I feel so
I
loved
actually
in my
searched
life.
up the there's actually a word for it. It's called emotional hunger. I didn't know that.
Ooh.
But it's
okay.
basically
I'm learning
when
something new.
you have emotional needs that were deprived from your childhood.
Uh-huh.
So like you find whatever type of love someone gives you, like attention, or even if it's bad love or good love, you're gonna take whatever that is to fill for that void that you didn't have as a child. So a lot of girls, like I can't speak for all girls, but a lot of girls I know that are in toxic relationships is because of daddy issues. Yeah, but I can't speak for all girls, but most girls that I know that are in toxic relationships because of daddy issues. And they think that type of love is normal because they grew up with that.
See, if I said that, I'd be
See, this is why we needed a guest, man.
That's why we needed a guess for sure.
There's like too much testosterone for like just us two.
Why do you think guys be like that? Why are guys like that? I've never really.
Okay, for me, at least from what I think,
it's manipulative reasons.
that and it's like the need to be the dominant,
Yeah.
right? It's like, yo, I gotta control this relationship. I gotta do this and that, make sure everything's intact. And like when something goes wrong, like outside of like their area or whatever, out of control, they're like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Maybe
Right.
guys that have daddy issues too.
Yeah, most likely.
Because when they get treated like ass, right? They're
I mean, but you came out in a good way though.
Oh,
You learned from that,
I'll take
though.
that. Yeah.
yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a
a
difference.
difference.
Like I'm just basing it off what I've seen from Euphoria. I haven't fully watched the show, but I know that his character, is it Nate?
Yeah. It's
Nate's character is like a guy that's had a really shitty dad that just cheats and does all these
Yeah.
things abusively to his wife. So it's like he kind of grown with that idea of like that's how you
what love is.
love a woman. So yeah, and I think also guys from like they take influence from their homies.
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
I
Like they
Especially
think it's
Nate.
cool to like like not simp for a girl and just
Yeah.
treat them
Or
like
just
shit. Like
degrade
yo,
them,
leave them
yeah.
on red, bro. What are you doing? Like I've seen a lot of that. And I'm just like, oh, like I don't remember this. Like
No, yeah, bro. If
being
you're not
taught.
ready to like actually appreciate a person, don't go in
Don't
a
be in a
relationship.
don't be in a
Like,
relationship,
it's
no.
so stupid. Like, you think you're ready,
Yeah.
and you haven't even like. Especially it gets toxic when they're always in a new relationship,
Yeah.
and they have no time to be single, because then they're just bringing in their past like actions and trauma, whatever, into that new quote unquote new relationship.
Yeah.
right? And it's
all
always
the
shit.
emotional baggage.
Yes,
just gets
that,
dumped
that.
on them.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
emotional trauma or emotional dumping. That's what it's called.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Wasn't that trauma? Same thing, trauma dumping,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's like
Jesus.
you're dumping all the shit on them to make them feel bad for you.
Mhm.
It's almost like they're trying to get power from where they felt powerless. You feel me?
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Oh my God.
I'm glad I'm single.
I know. I'm glad I'm not like that too. Jesus.
Why do you think people become toxic?
Maybe they just never like really understood the idea of like how love is supposed to work. For example, they're not like learning from like how we learn, which is like TV shows, books.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
kind of just go off like whatever
What they
feels
see.
natural.
Oh yeah, what
Mhm.
You know, and like whatever they do see around them, and it's like it's not the most natural way to love a person, and so it just becomes like childish and naive and ignorant.
Yeah.
yeah.
That it just becomes really messy.
Mhm.
You know, that's from my perspective, from what I've seen, is like especially like people that just like they never got parented properly. Like they had no attention from their parents or never seen their parents love each other properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they like go out into the world and like they're getting picked on because they like make weird moves
Mhm.
towards like people that they have like affectionate towards, and
Mhm.
that's all I got.
No, but I'm gonna go back to like the media part where like people like fantasize this whole like perfect
yeah, they
relationship,
romanticize.
and then once it's like gets out of hand, it's like, yo, what the fuck? And then they start trying to scramble everything to like make it perfect again and not overseeing like the actual facts.
Yeah, they like to cover stuff up.
Mhm.
They lie to themselves to make it feel better for them.
Exactly. Yes.
And it's
yes.
so fucking annoying.
Do a lot of guys do that?
I don't know. No, I don't. I think guys are like they actually say what's actually happening, but for girls it's a totally different thing. Like they'll tell the best friend one thing, but they'll hide the other bad
I
stuff
hate
about it.
that
It's so
shit.
fucking annoying. And like they come back and say the exact same things. Like they're gonna break up with him. Like their relationship is going bad, and they're gonna go back to that same guy, and it's just a cycle. And it's just so fucking annoying. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, Nicole, you can argue with this one. You can debate with me on this one. But when guys like get into like really like heated fights with their girl, the guys decide to get rational, and then girls kind of just like go off on like fuck you and just bring up random
Yeah,
shit.
that is true.
Okay.
I can
He
vouch
even bowed
for
his head
that.
down. He even bowed his head down.
I can
So I didn't
vouch
want to
for that.
speak from like
Yeah, it's true
Right.
though. But like, yeah, girl. But yeah, it's true. I will bring up stuff from the past just because, like, I don't know. But thing is, I'm lucky that a lot of guys that I know that are in toxic relationships, they don't censor their mouths. They say whatever they want to
Ooh,
fucking say. Like
that's
they'll
facts. That's
literally degrade you and make you feel like shit.
Mhm.
But thankfully, like Ian's never called me any words. So, but yeah, it's normal for like a lot of like guys nowadays to just degrade their women.
Would you think
That's
that's those are guys that never like got real love from their mom?
Some of them I know do. A lot of them I know that do. It's just like they think that that's fine because they want to be in control.
Yeah.
Because I feel like most toxic relationships come from like trying to be in control with another person, and they don't see each other as equals.
True.
I feel like even men that just like love like toxic masculinity, because we've had a lot of like comments on our TikToks
yeah.
about what I had to say about toxic masculinity, and they just seem like all guys that probably like don't love their mom
Or just
and
don't love
disrespect
themselves
women
usually,
like
Yeah.
completely.
And they try to like input that into like their partner.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Saying,
ever
like, yo,
seen
just
those
fix
guys
up.
that go like, oh, like fuck, all women are like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
like all women are shit. I'm just like,
Because they treat their mom the same way
Mm. Dude,
most
you
of the
guys
time.
Jesus.
dicks
It's
for that.
embarrassing. I see guys that treat their mom the same way they treat their girlfriends. It's fucking embarrassing.
I don't know how they do that, and they don't even see it. They're like, they think they're right.
They think they're normal.
Yeah.
It's
That's
really
not
crazy.
normal, bro.
No, it's not normal. If you guys are acting like that, then fucking straight up, bro.
And if you're in that relationship, yo, leave right now.
Leave. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
And to those guys, you ever wonder why you're not in a relationship that a girl loves you purely for you? Well, there
Yeah.
you go. Like,
Mm.
you're never gonna find love if you're gonna just keep being this immature little dipshit
Exactly.
that think women ain't shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. So here are some signs of the toxic phase or toxic relationships brewing. I recently just bumped into someone at the gym who was bringing up like, yo, me and my girlfriend, like she like always fights with me. And I was like, why? She's like, oh, like I never update her of where I am. Like every hour she wants to know where I am. And I'm like,
Oh,
she sounds pretty possessive,
To be
bro.
like
like I've never had that case where it's like I need to know where you are every second of the day. Like I'm just like I told him straight up, I'm like, you gotta stop like letting her mom you
Yeah.
because she's not your mom. That's your girl. And it's like, if you're like out with your homies, like if you're not one to cheat, I don't see what's the problem. And he didn't seem like the type of guy to cheat.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is she worried about you like that?
I used to be like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like
Okay, why were you like that?
because I've never been in a real relationship.
Okay, fair.
And my first relationship was the last month of grade 12.
So it's like you've already gone through high
Yeah,
school.
so I'm
it's
like, what the hell do I do with this guy? You know, like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, and I was just like, and you know what I see from the movies and stuff like that, and like my friends too. They're like, he didn't tell me where he was last night. Da, 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 da. So I'm just like, oh, I need to know where he is at all times. Like I have to know right away, and if he doesn't message me right away, then like I'm gonna go fucking feral.
Do you like assume the worst?
Yes, I feel like a girl's like their thoughts always are to assume the worst. It's never to think like a positive thing.
Well, why though? Why
I
don't
don't know, but I'm not like that anymore. Just like
Okay, that's fair.
yeah, I don't ask him.
But I feel like a lot of it comes from like just thinking negatively too,
Yeah,
right?
they
Like
do, yeah.
you're so like a lot of people are used to getting hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Like not intentionally, unintentionally too. And it's like, oh, this happened to me. Like, oh, this person's probably doing this and that.
Yeah.
And then it becomes so like used to it, and you start assuming
like your
it.
mind just goes all over the place.
Okay, I got a question. Would you ask for your boyfriend's social media accounts?
I never actually had his.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've never like wanted to have it?
No, not like that. I mean, like I go through his phone and we'd laugh at.
Okay.
We'd laugh at like a lot of DMs that went through back in the day before like I started dating him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we never like. In the beginning, I for sure checked his phone because I didn't know what to do. I asked people like, how does relationship works? How do they work? How do they work? Because I don't know how they work.
Because I had an ex that actually like wanted social media access, and then I remember later on, like some girl asked me, like later on, like as like it was like a different girl. She asked as a test, like, would you wanna exchange social media? Is that something you'd want? And I was like flat out no, because I was like, fuck that. Your privacy is your privacy. Mine should be mine. And she was so impressed. She was like, okay, good, because I had a toxic boyfriend who just like wanted like access to my social media. Really? You've never? Have you ever heard of that?
No, I never had a guy ask me. Like he never asked me. Or like, my last ex was in grade 8, so I can't really say much. But but like he even then he never asked me for my social media. Like that's just weird.
Have you ever like wanted to go through his phone?
Of course, yeah. Because then again, what I hear from my friends, they went through his phone, like their man's phone. So I thought it was normal most of the time. Everything that I thought that I was doing was normal. It's normalized too.
Oh, that's true.
So I thought that what I was doing was normal.
Is there any case that it's validated to go through your man's phone?
Unless you think they're hiding something, in my opinion.
Because there's always those times where like sometimes you always have to listen to your instincts, and then most of the time they are true though. Like I see a lot of TikToks where they're just like always trust your instincts and like always just you know.
I have been on messy TikTok these past
me
days.
too, and I see like what they thought was right, you know.
I saw one guy, he was not only cheating on his girl with another girl, but he love bombed her, like this other girl, the same way he love bombed his girlfriend, and then also had multiple dating apps.
Yuck. See?
And he tried to justify, like, yo, but you went through my phone.
Oh.
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting, yes, at its finest.
Okay, so then let me ask you, okay, what are some subtle signs that are toxic? Okay, I'll start with this. Constant negativity. Is that toxic?
Yes.
Yes?
Because that's going to bring not like negativity into your relationship. And not just in your relationship, but like with everyone else you meet. Your workplace, your school, anything.
True.
I think context is super important.
Oh, that's true.
Just this, like if it's their mental health, feel me? Like then I'll be like, okay, like let's dive down into what it is. Because if it's like, oh, they're starting to slowly get into depression, then you know, that's one thing. But if it's like every little thing is a nitpick, then I'm just like, okay, are we just not going to enjoy life together? Like we're supposed to be happy together and you're out here nitpicking like, oh, I shouldn't have worn those shoes today. Like, you know.
You expect your partner to know like what they're thinking.
That's a little toxic.
Yeah,
but like it also like it's just a habit.
Yeah, honestly.
Like
it's like I thought you knew what I would think. Like,
because you guys feel so compatible to even just be together.
Yeah.
Because you have those moments of like, oh my gosh, like he gets me or like, she gets me.
Yeah.
And then at some point you're just like, come on, like we've been here before. You should know what I want. Or like, duh, I'm hungry. You know.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I want space, like that type of shit.
Mm.
At least the casual
Yeah.
shit that we've been through. It's like,
Yeah, like you should know that by now.
Yeah.
All right, your partner thinks they're never wrong.
Yeah, that was me.
That
I
is
can't
me.
lie.
That's me too.
Oh damn. Okay. Hold on. I want to
too.
stick on this. Why?
I think that's, I don't know. I
think
think we've dived into this before where it's like, you know, like male pride
okay.
or
Yeah.
male ego, woman pride. It's like, it's kind of like they always clash.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have a
it's
lot
like-
of pride.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have no pride.
I have so much
Like
pride.
one person has to be like the golden retriever and just,
Just like listen.
okay, you're the boss. Like,
Yeah.
unless you both have the pants, then that's a little scary.
I mean, for me, it's because I grew up with my mom being that.
Mhm.
Like that.
Oh.
My dad listens to everything that my mom says. So I'm just like, he has to listen to everything I say. I'm right all the time, no matter what.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite. I'm just like, no, like, run the house.
Mm.
Oh.
That's how it's supposed to be. And like, I don't know. I guess it's a male like ego.
At the same time, I feel like it's because I've been independent.
Fair,
Okay,
fair.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
like,
that is also fair. That
I
is
always tell
fair.
Ian, but I'm just like, I would be fine, like, single or with you because I'm so independent. Like, I'm not attached to you
Mm.
in an unhealthy way. And I feel like that's why a lot of girls can't leave.
Like you're not codependent.
Yeah, like I've been single for most of my life. That's why I'm just like really happy about it. I feel like that's why I have a lot of ego when it comes to being in a relationship.
Fair.
I have
fair.
really big
Okay.
ego when it comes to relationship because like I've just
Okay.
been single for most of my life.
But then that's kind of bad.
I know.
like, okay, from my perspective, even though I haven't been in one,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I think that's really bad just because, like, yo, you never get your opinion out there. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're belittled to the point where your opinion or statement is never, quote unquote, correct,
Yeah.
right? And then the other person saying, yo, no, I'm right because blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't know where you stand anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think it needs to get to a point where you guys can like drop your guard and like just appreciate that
Yeah.
both of you can be right.
Or like come to a
Yeah.
compromise. something like-
compromise.
Yeah.
There could be compromise, or just like, let's say like you're right in your perspective, I'm right in my perspective. Doesn't mean we're, you know, one
Wrong,
side has to
yeah.
be wrong.
Mhm.
And it could just be like, okay, like we're just not gonna look eye to eye. Like, you know, it is what it is, type of thing. But even sometimes that leads to like the other person questioning like whether they're right for each other, which is kind of annoying to me.
Ooh.
That's annoying to me. Where it's like, oh, we're not like agreeing on the same thing, so maybe we're not right for each other.
Oh, okay. Because they think the easiest thing to do is just
Just
leave.
break up, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, you're ruining the problem.
It's
You're making
always
it worse.
you and okay, I always tell this to Ian, but I'm just like, it's never you and him fighting. Like it's not you versus him, it's you and him versus the problem. I always tell them. Like you guys can always make it work.
True.
It's just there's needs to be a space of change if you guys want the relationship to work, you know?
That leads me to this one thing: is like, do you think breaks are healthy?
I thought about this because I thought when I was younger, I used to think breaks were stupid. I'm like, why do you need breaks? Like,
In high school, I freaking hated breaks,
It's just
only
like-
because when I went on a break with an ex, there was some activity going on from
Okay,
the
yeah, it's
other
fucked up.
side,
Mhm.
right? I'm not gonna go into details, but like that's why I initially thought like, oh, breaks are the worst. Like if ever I went into a break in a relationship, like it wasn't make or break, it was just break. You know?
Bro, I got scared of breaks ever since the Friends episode.
Yes.
It's like, yo,
Ross and
we were on a
Rachel.
break. I'm like, oh, dude, is that actually how a break works?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you guys aren't broken up, but like they can technically do whatever they want.
I feel like it depends on the boundaries you set for that break because everyone's version of break is very different.
True.
Yeah, so you never know how they're gonna react to something that you thought was a break because you guys need to come to like a decision on how you guys want this break to work
Yeah.
and like what's the outcome, what you guys want the outcome of the break to be.
I've heard people make
Fair.
this analogy where it's like, just because I'm on break doesn't mean I'm not getting paid. But then I go, well, just because you're on break doesn't mean you don't have a job.
True.
You got what I mean? Like, even though you're not getting paid on the break,
There's
doesn't mean you
still
don't have
that
a job.
commitment, yeah.
So there's a commitment there. So
Mhm.
breaks aren't breakups. I don't give a fuck. They're not pauses. No.
So we know what a toxic relationship is. Now let's get into the actual portion of toxic. So what is the toxic cycle?
Toxic cycle is when like you guys fight, think you guys make up, and then like you think everything is all like fun again, and then you guys fight, and then it just keeps going like that. Where it's like you guys have never really found real solutions to your actual problems. Like there's always something deeper whenever there's a problem. Whether it's like a trust issue, maybe it's like, oh, you never really addressed like this thing from way back in the past that they did. Even if it was a small little thing, like, oh, you said you were gonna buy eggs today and you never did, like even if it's as little as that and it's never been addressed again, it could lead into like this little, like it bottles up over time and you get into this huge cycle of like fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my perspective.
What do you think, Nicole?
I don't know. Yeah, it's just like you guys think that you fixed your problems,
Mm-hmm.
or most of the time someone just speaks on top of you and says, "Okay, we fixed the problem," and then you guys get back together. Same thing happens the next day, and it just keeps on happening again and again and again.
I also think it could be like if like let's say for example the girl doesn't like focus on herself in like her independency,
Yeah,
and then the guy doesn't, and then it becomes like they get insecure together. They neglect their own lives, and then they start blaming each other for their own problems.
Yeah, that's
it's kind of like a Barney and Robin thing where like they both got like fat, ugly, acne. I'm just going off what the show's done. I'm not trying to shame anything, but that's like what they did to these characters is make them like hideous, quote unquote, to like show that they've let go of who they used to be, and now they're just dependent on each other on making each other happy.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So then, how do you think people actually get into that toxic cycle?
There's no self-love.
No self-love, no self-love at all.
Really?
Yeah.
For sure.
Because it comes back to like, do you want this person for yourself? Like, do you love yourself? Because it comes to back, you have to love yourself in order to love another person, obviously.
True.
And if you continue for this person to step over you and stuff like that, it's just like you have no self-respect for yourself to continue this relationship, and it just gets messy.
I think it's as simple as missing one day of like self-care, of going to the gym, of like not doing your homework that one day because you had a huge assignment, right? It's like that one day you sacrifice what you do in your daily life for the other person.
Yeah, you just lose yourself.
Because then you'll resent them as well. So it's like, oh, like I really did this for you and you have no like gratitude for me and whatever. And then it becomes like, oh shit, like now we're just hating each other for things that I did to myself. And like,
would you say it's like kind of like an unbalance of like give and take?
Yeah.
And not taking accountability is a huge thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? If people don't like, like look back, like, just take a step back and be like, oh shit, I was the problem.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we said before, was like, you think you're always right, that you've kind of overshadowed like this idea,
like
and you now never think you're ever wrong in your relationship.
You change their perception of reality, like what actually happened. That's gaslighting.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, I'm learning so much. This is like an episode for me. Anyways, okay, this is like a common thing that a lot of people do, and they don't know how to like get out of it. So, why do people stay in the toxic cycle?
Because there's an attachment.
True.
And there's jealousy. So jealousy is just like some people that are toxic are jealous of the other person because of certain things. But from my friends' experiences, a lot of toxic people stay because they have nothing else to do for themselves.
Oh,
they
sad.
They hate themselves to the point where they do anything just to make another person happy. And like they get jealous of like that they have friends and stuff like that. And jealousy is not born out of love. It's just it's born out of attachment.
Oh, dude, I could clip that.
They become like codependent too, right?
Yeah.
There's that too. The toxic cycle. Fun.
Because I know so many people that have gotten stuck in there.
And just get out. Like,
Yeah.
what's so hard? Like, just fucking get out.
They also just feel scared that if they try to get out, whatever thing they have to do to get out. For example, like I was in somewhat of a toxic phase, and you'd be surprised. I reached out to Ian. I reached out to Ian for advice, right? And he said that like as hard as it is, you have to take a break from each other, right? Even though it's like as scary like as it sounds, because like I told you guys, like it's super scary for me to think of a break.
Yeah.
Because now it's like it's our relationship's either gonna make or break. Like we're either gonna push through this, like we're gonna come back together happy, or we're just gonna come back together and just like reoccur that toxic cycle and eventually like break up.
Yeah.
And so not knowing like not trusting your partner enough, like saying like, oh, I trust that you love me enough to like work things through. That could be detrimental, because if you don't trust your partner enough, then you think like, your relationship's fragile, it's brittle. And then it gets to a point where it's like you guys fight so much that now it has to break up. Like there's too much pressure now to make it work.
I feel like also it's a lot of times people don't want to find another person.
Oh.
They're like, oh, I'll sell. This is the best I'm going to get. I'm going to settle for this.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
they
people-
settle for less. They
yeah,
settle
they
for
settle
less.
for less, and they're just like, well, we've been together, like I don't want to meet anyone else. I'm good with this.
And like they overshadow, like they overgloss like all like the negative things that happened to them.
Yeah, and like they defend their partner so
Yeah.
much. They create this whole reality that they're fine.
And
It
like
just
any
becomes
single
messy.
good deed towards them, it's like, oh, this person
Did
really
this to
loves
me. Yeah,
me.
he fucking loves me.
Yeah.
He did this for me today, and just like it's literally like what is that word again?
Which one?
When like it's like something that like giving you flowers, like it's the most basic thing.
Oh,
No. It's just like
bare minimum.
bare minimum. That's what it is. Yeah, it's like the bare minimum that they do, and it's just like, oh my god, like he fucking loves me, and then it's like only once a year that this stuff happens, and like they take that and they hold on to that.
Yeah.
One thing that I noticed is a lot of people that are in toxic relationships love to glow about their relationships.
What do you mean?
Like on social media, they'll post about them all the time.
Oh my god.
And it's like, I know
Dude,
you're in a toxic
dude.
relationship because you've glowed about your relationship.
Oh, yo, social media. It's so fucking funny because not even that. You'll see like so many toxic relationships post like that, and I'm like, yo, they're good, especially for like social media stars,
Yeah.
right? And it's funny because you're like, I know what's happening.
Yeah.
You guys are like, right? I'm sorry.
I have a story.
Go ahead.
Guys, listen, all the guys in high school or whatever, this is how we know. Is when like all of a sudden randomly, you never do this, but you post your girl on your story. There's guys that never do this, but they do it one time. And then I remember I saw it on my homie's story and I go, are y'all okay?
Oh, I think you remember.
I said, are y'all okay? But not to him. I asked her. I asked the girl because we were best friends at the time. She goes, yeah, we were fighting and he was trying to apologize. And guys do this thing where they post their girl, and I'm guilty of it. I've done it like before, like in high school, where they post their girl because like they just want to flaunt like, oh, I love you, baby.
Yeah.
You're so like
Yeah.
whatever. And it's just like low-key trying to band-aid what you just did.
Yeah.
You know you done goof. And guys, we know. We know. I hope girls know this now.
I never even thought about it that way.
Things girls should know that guys do.
Yeah, that should be an episode.
That I don't know if
That
that's ever
should.
been said on social media, but I'll be the first one to say it.
Yeah.
See, I have Ian nodding.
No, because that's fucking true.
It is true.
I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, a lot of people do that. You're scrolling, you see randomly one day, boom, I love this girl so much. I'm like, are you sure?
Out of nowhere.
Mine lock emoji.
Yup.
Never,
1
forever
year.
and always.
3
Yeah,
months.
yeah. We know you.
Yeah, but they use pictures to like, I guess, hide the fact that they're going through rough times and stuff like that.
They use the happy times
Yeah.
to cover it up.
To cover it up.
It's like when you're a
In
kid.
the worst times,
It's like
yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
a kid and you have like a bad childhood, but then you cover it up with all the good memories.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
so you forget everything else
defense
that had happened.
mechanisms.
Yeah.
oh my God.
Ooh.
Yes, I see you guys. And now everyone sees
So
you.
do it with the relationship. It's not that hard, bro. If you did it with your
It's not.
childhood.
Facts. Just talk to
God.
your girl, bro. Just talk to
Like,
her.
just don't act immature, man. Just address the problem to her. All right. So this one, it's like toxic or not. You guys just say your opinion on it. I'll just say the topic.
I wish we had this.
Yeah, the
We
you guys should make that.
Oh, we should.
Okay.
Next time.
Next
Anyways,
time.
for those of you who are on Spotify or Apple Podcast, we just did the gesture of like having like
The pickets.
pickets like toxic or not.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Honestly, if there are any viewers out there that want to see Nicole come back and we do it toxic or not, we'll do it. We'll do the. We'll
The
get.
picket.
We'll make it. We'll make the props. Make the props.
oh, we should do it like a lot of people. That'd
We
be so
should,
funny.
yeah.
All right. Anyways, so first one, not having friends of the opposite sex, is that toxic?
Yes.
Not having friends.
Like not allowing them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, toxic.
They just want you to be happy. They just want to be alone at all times.
That's super toxic.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm like, wait, should I say no?
There's like no debate for that.
No, that's facts. Okay. Now this one, I'm not so sure, but it could be you might need context. I don't know, but just controlling, having a controlling behavior, is that toxic?
Super.
Yes.
Wait, could we go back to the other one? I just thought of
Thought
something,
about something?
for the opposite friend sex thing.
Okay, wait. After my
Okay, so I wanted to backtrack it to the friends of the opposite sex thing, right? Because for guys it's different because we know what your guy best friend's true intentions are. Because if we mess up, they're trying to swoop in and trying to save the day if we have a one fight. And they're just going to be like, oh, I could treat you so much better. Like, you know, like, Come on, let's go out for
Yeah.
food. Let's get some bubble tea.
Like doing all those boyfriend things for them.
Yeah.
And we've said this before, yo. Don't do boyfriend things if you're the guy best friend, bro. It's weird.
It's weird. Same thing with girls. I know some girls that do that too.
Really?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like I don't. Oh my god, I wonder if she's gonna watch this. But
Nah,
yeah,
let's
this is so
hear it.
weird.
Let's
though.
hear it.
Yeah,
Let's
so
hear it.
this girl was dating this guy, and her best friend dated him after, like maybe a few weeks. Maybe a few weeks, or I think weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was within a month. I'm guessing. I'm giving it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was just really weird, and it was normal. Like they got mad at each other for a few days, I guess, and then they went back to being normal.
I love how everyone here is like, I'm trying to figure out. I have no clue who it is. Never been in the friend group for that long, but I think this is hilarious. Keep going.
Weird. It's weird because like you forget. Yeah, you forget that a lot of people forget because you don't think girls would do that, right? I thought like that at one point.
I would not think a girl would do that.
No, I thought like that at one point. I'm just like, because I know it's easy for you to get someone right when they break up, or like you guys are on the verge of breaking, and you go in there and you're just like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you, like let's talk it out. Da, 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 da. I thought like that. I can't lie. Yeah, I can't lie. I thought like that. With the same guy. With the same guy. Yeah.
Okay, wait, I think I know. Anyway, well,
Yeah.
with the whole
Wait, are these? Wait, like, is that girl her friend?
Best friend, like best.
Okay, maybe
like,
not.
Like this.
Okay, that's different.
Like
Because we were
this.
talking about girls that are best friends with a dude, and they had just like they're like lingering for that. But that's tea. That's still tea. I'm not saying that's not tea. That's still tea. But like,
You just think, who the fuck is she talking about?
there's not many instances where girls try to swoop in on their guy best friend.
No, yeah, that's
It's
true.
really, it's really normal.
Really? It's
I remember,
normal?
I remember during the time, my friend was just like, it was a group chat about all of us girls because we're all friends, right? She's just like, no one talk to him right now because that's gonna make him probably like you. Like,
Oh, what?
like
Keep it
she
in the
knew,
friend group,
she knew
yeah.
to say that.
Uh-huh.
Like she said that in the group chat, and then I was just like, I still want to.
Damn.
I still want to, but I didn't. I was like, I accepted
Damn.
that.
So we keep it in the friend group. I see. My goodness. Ooh, it's got real messy.
bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
exchange.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I did that. Where like my best friend swoop in. Listen. The reason why is because I'm like, yo, I like she tell me her problem. Like I know how to treat this girl. I know what to say and do.
Jesus.
Right?
I can't
Toxic.
lie.
When
You
you
guys
bad.
do that, yeah. I'd be.
They feel good.
I'm not gonna try to be some woke savior. I can't even.
Dude, that's what I was trying to.
I can't even. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try.
Dude, it's
because
so
it's funny though
bad.
because it's like when it's like your best friend, like your guy's best friend, right? Because it's funny because Ken, remember there was one girl that way before in high school that I had talked to, but then I stopped talking to her, and then the next few months you had talking to her, and we just found out like years later that we're like
yes.
yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
yeah. It's weird because it's like you guys are like close. You guys are best friends because you guys have the same interest, and just so happens that maybe interest like there's a type, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Next,
pretty bad.
Okay. Next toxic. Okay. Toxic or not? Giving constant silent treatments.
Ugh, that's hard.
Ooh,
Because
okay,
sometimes
that
some
is
people
hard.
want time for themselves, right? Yeah, I think it's, I don't know.
I can't lie. I do it, but I don't like
And having bad intentions.
I don't barricade them like on purpose. Like I do it just because like I'm like, oh fuck, let me like rethink my life right now. Like let me like try to like reevaluate myself. It's never like, oh, I'm just gonna like there's a term. I think stonewall. I'm not trying to stonewall you.
Yeah.
That's the term, right, guys?
I don't know. I've
I
never
don't
heard
know.
that.
Stonewalling. I've heard of it. It's stonewalling.
Let's
I'm
hope
not trying
that's
to
the word.
stonewall.
I think it's toxic in my opinion.
it's toxic?
Okay. The reason why this is my point of view. Okay. So I'm not. Correct me if I'm wrong
It
or
just
whatever.
depends on the context.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think probably have a different
So
view.
if you're constantly like giving silent treatments, right? It's annoying. One, two. I think they're doing it just to avoid like the conflict and the problem.
Okay.
Where it's like, yo, shut up, like leave me alone. Whatever, you give them silent treatment, get space, and then you come back. It's like nothing happened.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's totally different.
Some like for me, I don't want to say anything that I'll regret saying. when I'm in the moment, like when you're heated, you want to say anything just because you want that person to feel hurt.
I've heard. Okay, that's happened to me.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't want to say anything that I'm gonna regret because I don't mean it. But in the moment, I'm just like, fuck you, like literally, like you. Why the fuck would you do this to me? Shit like that. It's like you're just mad. Like so, I'd rather just be silent and like have my thoughts together before I speak about the problem.
I haven't heard a guy say that, but I've heard girls like say that, like, oh, I had to shut up, or else I was gonna say some really rude shit.
Yeah,
Like, he would be crying to his mommy.
Yeah, that's true. Girls know how to hit you when you're fucking like.
They know how to hit it.
They
hard,
really do.
Bro, I remember hearing this. We're like, I think it was you, or was it you? I don't know. But like someone told me like, girls hold guys as like mental health or like emotional health.
yes, I said that.
Yeah, dude. And I thought about it, I'm
They
like,
hold our mental health
fucking
in their
true.
fucking hands.
It's just right here.
It's right there.
I know what to
Amulet,
say.
the glove.
Thanos.
Because us guys, we don't like being transparent, right? We don't
Yeah.
like opening up. But like
Yeah.
with our girl, it's like we let out the inner child in us. The one that like the boy that was never told to man up is what we bring out to our girls.
Yes.
So by that point, you have all the tools. You have all the tools to ruin us and break our hearts because we have completely become fully vulnerable with you. And I know what guys are going to say in the comments. Oh, this is why we don't open up to no bitch. But like, listen, bro, shut your mouth. Like, shut
Grow
your
the
mouth.
Not every
up.
girl is like that.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But like,
Grow the fuck up.
like it's
Literally.
it's inevitable. Girls will, you know, they will have their moments of like, oh, you want to hurt me? I got you back. And I
Yeah.
have stuff way back.
waiting for me.
So it's true, but it's sad.
It's true.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Is always apologizing to avoid conflict toxic?
Yes. Because okay, basically, when me and Ian first started out, it's obviously every couple starts off with the honeymoon phase. So like you guys are like rainbows and like everything's going out perfect, like nothing's going out wrong, and then you sort of shift to that toxic phase. And for me, because I was single for most of my time, I always thought I was right. So then Ian would just keep on apologizing for everything, no matter if I was. Most of the times I was fucking wrong. I can't even lie, but he'd apologize for everything, and then I just got used to it.
Oh.
Homie was a step over.
Yeah,
He was
I
a
got
golden
used
retriever.
to it. He literally was, because I got used to it. I'm just like, at this point, I'm always gonna be right, and he allowed me to feel like that.
So would you say it's more your okay, I know there's no fault. I know there's no fault.
Yeah,
But would you say it was more on your end or on his
obviously,
end?
yeah, it was on both of our ends because he allowed me to feel that type of like possession. I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
that
And, like,
power.
control.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I felt really good about it, and it just kept on going for a long time. It was both of our faults.
Everyone needs to be
It's
humble.
toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone needs
I
to be
believe
humble.
it's
I would
toxic.
say, wait, what was the question again?
Is always apologizing to avoid conflict toxic?
If they're like really not trying to like fix anything, but some guys are just like, damn, like, you know those guys like they are
Pushover?
they're pushovers, but because like it's not that they don't want to like grow through the conflict, they just would rather not fight.
Wow,
Yeah.
I know some guys who just well, they don't even apologize. They just like say that they saw the problem just to, like, I guess make. Okay, so I know this relationship where he apologizes just for her to feel sad that he did, and so that she'll. Do you know what I mean?
God!
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes,
So he's just like, okay, fine, I'm sorry, I did this, da da da. And she's like, no, like I never wanted you to feel this way. Like I feel so bad that you're apologizing. It should be my fault. It's my fault.
Oh
Like
my
he leads it
gosh.
back to you, and
So
you,
he guilt trips.
Yeah.
On purpose.
exactly. That's also toxic.
Damn.
Guy's moving
I
in
completely
20,
forgot about that.
Yeah.
2030, yo. He's moving in the future. Nah, that's messed up, though. That's a whole different type of manipulation.
Yeah, that's manipulation.
It's playing like little baby boy right
Yeah,
there.
acting like a
Jesus.
victim.
Oh, and then you're giving them power over
Yeah,
you.
because they know that your reaction is gonna be like that. Yeah.
That's
Fucking
gaslighting,
people,
right?
yeah. People are
Yeah.
fucking crazy, bro.
Victim
Fucking
mentality.
people are crazy. I know crazy ass people that are in fucking relationships. Like, you need therapy. You don't need a girlfriend. Like, you really don't. Some people are actually fucking messed up in the head. And the thing is, like, a lot of these people that I know come from good families.
Oh.
Like, I'm talking good fucking families. Everything was given to them, but they just took the wrong way. Like, I don't know. They became a villain instead of a superhero. Like, I don't know where the fuck it happened.
Bro, they don't know where they see the advantage over that. It's so bad.
You know those ones, those tough times create easy times. Easy times make, soft people.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
then people just don't know any better. In like a naive, but like they don't try to learn better because
Yeah.
they feel
Yeah.
like they are better,
That's true, yeah.
which is ridiculous.
Ego.
I'm not sure too much about it, but I want to know your guys' input. But is being overly competitive toxic?
Have you ever seen that scene with like Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith, and they're like, you know what I'm talking about? Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They're at like the fair, and then they're shooting the metal things.
I don't
Damn,
think so.
I'm the only one that knows movies,
sorry.
guys. It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay, Ian knows. Ian knows. Well, like I think being not maybe overly competitive might be a stretch. Might be toxic.
Oh, between each other. Oh,
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah, with each other.
Having a
Oh.
good, healthy competitiveness is important, though. Right?
Yeah, like-
because every couple play fights.
Oh, he fucking.
Oh shit! He doesn't play fights. He fucking John Cena's my
He
ass.
literally does.
Fucking RKO.
You can't see me.
No, I mean like for me and Ian, like I started weightlifting, and I have like I really want to like beat all his PRs. I don't know. I just have that ego in me. Like that's just me being competitive. Because,
That's low-key healthy though.
yeah, that is.
But it'll
Okay, yeah.
shatter
It's fun,
his
though.
ego when you
Yeah.
beat it.
No, but he gets so excited when I start doing stuff like this. It's a healthy relationship though.
Yeah,
True,
because guys even like it when girls play basketball with them.
Oh yeah.
Like
no.
we have that weird thing where it's like when you do like boy things with us, it's like really like it's a turn on. It is.
No, yeah.
In a really weird way. I don't know how to explain it.
No, because it's something you love doing, right?
Yeah,
so it's like,
yeah.
oh, you want
I
to
know,
learn more
fair.
about this, and you want me to teach you?
And most of the time, it's like you do stuff for the girl, like
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, like we're trying to impress you.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, playing pool. Have you ever seen that like stereotype where it's like, okay, I'll help you.
Yeah.
Right?
Bro, I remember back in was it grade 7 or 6? Basically, my Braden was dating this girl at the time, right? And so we played basketball a lot. So Braden wasn't too good at basketball. I'm gonna be honest, but she asked me
Okay.
how to can you teach me how to play basketball?
Okay.
Braden was my best friend. He was dating her, the girl that asked me.
Oh.
so sad.
Bro, I think I said yes.
Oh my
Of
god.
course you did. Of course you did.
Dude, well, I had a girlfriend at the time, but
What the?
Whoa. Y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it first.
we never,
That's not toxic.
we never, you know, like I never taught her, but I wanted to teach her. I started imagining, oh, how am I gonna teach her? Where my arms
Elementary.
gonna be when I'm gonna help her shoot and everything.
Middle school's messy, bro.
It
Yeah,
really is.
so I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I wish she went through.
How could you do that, man?
Listen,
he
he stole a girl I was supposed to date in grade 6.
You guys all stole each other's girls.
This
What do
guy
you
really thought he was Troy
Yeah.
Bolton, yo. Sit down.
chill. I thought I was nice. I thought I was nice. Like I wanted to compete with Brady. I was like, yo, I can steal your girl, even though I have a relationship right now. I think I can steal your girl.
That boggles my mind
Mr.
right now.
Steal Your Girl.
Maybe being overly competitive with your homies is also freaking toxic, Ken.
That was grade 6 me. Okay, don't take it hard. All right. Next question. Where'd it go? Oh, this is like a big one. I think is being constantly jealous of your partner toxic?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like I don't know. Okay, there's this weird like thing where it's like a man's height is their financial status. Have you guys ever heard that?
No.
You never heard of that?
Well, I mean, I can kind of see why.
Where it's like when like some girls feel like if they are making more money than their guy, and guys feel that same way, they will feel little towards them. So there's this
yeah.
weird like thing going on where it's like that, and I feel like if you have to feel jealous of your girl's accomplishments, you'll never really like
Actually be happy for them.
I know you should be happy for them,
Yeah.
but guys have a weird ego, dude. We just don't want to see our girl like above us in any way. We just don't. Like that's why I'm sure Ian won't let you pass his PR, yo. He won't. He'll try to keep it there.
Bro, I'm fine with if I had a girl and she made more money than me, I'm fine with that. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
you guys talked about
Benefits. Benefits.
I'm cool with if it's like
Exactly.
you're in your own field and you're doing successful there, and I'm doing successful in my field. But
Oh
if I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
if I'm a loser,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm a loser and you're doing really good, I think I need to go find me a loser.
Oh no, I can see that.
You know what I mean? Like you just don't want to feel shorter than your girl. That's never.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think it's just toxic because then I know this girl like this other relationship where she's jealous of her boyfriend because he has a bunch of friends. But yeah, but it just becomes like you try to shove yourself into his life rather than creating a life for yourself.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know those ones.
And it's really weird. Like you try to jump into you try to befriend all his friends. You get into his life, like all his hobbies, like everything he likes, does everything he does. you create yourself for him, and like it's just I feel like it's from jealousy.
True.
You see him doing so well, and you just staying in like this.
Like you have
Yeah,
nothing
happy
going on
as
for
you.
you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've never seen that before, but I can picture it now. I can picture where some girls like they become their man.
They literally do because they lose themselves.
True.
Or that
it seems like
person.
it's more. It's also like a little bit of like neediness.
Yeah, they're really
Right?
needy. Yeah.
Like I want to be loved, so I'll do everything you do.
just to get more. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're tweaking every single portion of yourself just for them to love you when they should be loving you like from the start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
regardless of
start.
whatever you do.
And by the way, when you do that, I'm sorry, like you think that your guy's gonna like be more in love with you. It's kind of the opposite.
Fucking
Yeah.
opposite.
Because if my girl becomes more like me, I'm just like, what happened to the girl I met?
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Like,
have
it's
your-
cute,
have your
maybe
own
one-
interests.
maybe a few things here and there. It's like, oh, okay, we're learning how to play basketball.
Yeah.
That's cute. Now we could do that. But if it's like
Guys are
everything I do,
twins.
like, and then
Uh-huh.
we start disagreeing on the same show that we both like, it's like, okay, can I have some space
Yeah.
to be me?
Yeah.
Like, where's your personality at?
Mm.
Yeah, no.
Oh, this is a question I got asked. Like to ask you guys. Is constantly hanging out with the opposite sex toxic?
I don't know. See, the thing is, I don't really have friends.
Okay.
So
Sad music,
most
go.
of Ian's friends are guys, and I'm mostly, around them. So, but then again, it's just like it's his friends.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I can't say much.
Yes.
Half.
If
I don't
it's
know, it
if it's
depends.
if it's like, I mean, like, I don't think guys can have that many girlfriends,
That's true.
and I don't think girls should have that many guy friends.
Yeah, like
Because you as much as we can say one is definitely trying to initiate with you, imagine a multiple of them. that like chance gets so much higher. Yeah, I feel like it depends on how many.
True. But also depends on like the intentions behind it too. You know what I mean?
Guys don't just randomly go get friends that are girls
I do.
that are in relationships. No, that's like, have you guys ever seen Wolf
Okay,
of Wall
fair.
Street?
No, I haven't finished it. I haven't finished
goodness.
I
this.
heard of the movie. I'm sorry.
This is sad. This is so
You
sad.
watched it,
This
right?
is so sad.
You know what I'm saying? He had a
I'm
wife,
losing.
and then he had a friend.
Mhm.
We meet
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie,
Yeah.
who you did watch it with me.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'ma
who he
watch it
then
tonight.
cheated on his wife with.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yo, why can't I have friends?
Mhm.
It's like, no, you can't go get girlfriends.
Mhm.
Like, if it's like been established before, that's one thing, right?
True.
But if it's like, oh, I'm gonna go get this friend because like what? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me to have like to go out and get a friend girl that's
Yeah.
not like a coworker or
Yeah.
a childhood friend.
Mhm.
It's kind of weird. It's like you're probably attracted to them.
Yeah, most of the time.
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
So yeah,
Mhm. All right.
vice versa.
Next one. Is a relationship based on sex toxic?
Yes, because it's just
100%.
pocket pussy.
Whoa!
I don't
Okay.
know how a lot of girls don't fucking notice this. Oh my god, I don't want to like.
No,
say-
go on.
Correct yourself. Correct
There's-
yourself.
No, so there's this. Oh fuck. One of my friends asked me. I'm not really friends with her anymore, but she asked me like, "Oh, does Ian get more clingy after we have sex?" I'm just like, "No." Guys. Okay, what I've heard was a lot of guys don't talk to like they have like they're
You ready for this, guys? It's called
What is it?
PNS,
Oh,
post nut syndrome.
Yes.
Post nut clarity.
Yes. So like they just like don't they feel icky with you. I'm looking at you as if you
No, bro, you weird. You weird.
I'm looking at you as if you fucking experienced it. I'm like, don't you know when like okay, so like guys feel icky. Like I don't know. And like they just don't want to be near their girl after, right? So she asked me, I'm just like, no, like he doesn't. She's like, oh really? Like he gets super clingy towards me after we do it and stuff. I'm like, that's I mean it could be good, but at the same time just like that's kind of weird. Like don't you find yourself being like just like a sex object to them? I don't know.
Wait. What's the bad part? Like the clinginess or the icky part?
No, because she asked me like what he does. I'm just like, oh, like I feel like I can speak for most of guys that happens, right?
Yeah, okay.
But he gets clingy when he's not even clingy towards her from the start.
then yeah, at that point it's just like
until they have
arousal.
sex.
Arouse.
That's just like ooh.
This is just what I think, like why guys are clingy after thing is because like that moment they've become vulnerable, like with you 100%. And like I said, guys are hard to be vulnerable. I know there's some guys that, you know, they use it as like a like, oh, they just want to smash and then that's it. But there's some guys that are like, at least a lot of the guys, like I think like are like me, we're insecure about our bodies to that extent. So when we open ourselves up like that, it's like, you like girls can relate to this.
Yeah,
you know? It's like
we
when they feel like, you know, insecure about their bodies, that moment that you kind of like open up and you have that spiritual, physical connection.
Yeah.
There's just something deeper than that, right? That like makes you want to just like be with them more, because it's like, wow, we've connected. I don't think that's necessarily bad.
The way that I'm talking about it is like there's no clinginess or any type of affection before.
Oh, so it's just icky.
It's just
okay.
it's just like only until after you guys do it. That's when there's all the like cuddles and all that stuff like that. But then before that, it's just like nothing.
That's a new one.
That's just like
that's a new one.
You just trying to smash.
That does sound like you just trying to smash.
Because you're just like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm gonna cuddle with you after because like I just got some pussy. Like I'm so happy, and then it just goes back to like I'm not talking to you again.
Because you guys one person fulfilled someone's like wants.
Oh, it's because like you're happy that you gave them something that is so precious to you, and they took that from you, and like you feel powerless, and you're just happy that they're happy.
I guess.
Super random, but if you guys want more conversations like this, where we kind of open up, because I know that the like sex education's not really like it's kind of stigmatized sometimes.
Yeah, like you don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it, and so like it's nice to have like an actual like mature conversation where you're not hearing the giggling of your classmates.
well, we
right?
just
and like it's spoken in not just a biological term, but in like a spiritual and like
emotional
term. But yeah, going back to that, yeah, that's definitely like homies just trying to get some pussy and dip. Yeah, that's kind of sucky.
Fair. All right.
The ickiness, that's post-nut clarity, which is, I mean, it's sometimes, you know,
I didn't even know that word existed.
You've never.
I just knew that like I knew what it was, but I didn't know there's a name for it.
PNS, that's my theory. Post-nut syndrome.
Yeah, same thing. Whatever.
The way that Joe Rogan has explained it is super hilarious. Where it's like you don't know who the heck's driving the bus, and it's like really dark, and then once you like, you know, blow, and it's like, oh, it's me. It's like, oh, I'm driving this thing, and it's like you see clearer after, which is kind of ouch. Sorry it's bad. It's bad.
Okay. Next one. Is constantly lying to your partner toxic?
Yes.
Yeah. If there's no honesty, I mean, like if if you're lying to like kind of protect feelings, like, oh, like no, like you did great. Like sometimes there's like those little like white lies.
Yeah.
It's different because you're trying to nurture.
Do you like my outfit? And you're like, oh yeah, I love it.
Do I look fat in this?
No, you look perfect.
Like you're just trying to like nurture the relationship versus then like
if
you
it's
know,
not
let give them confidence.
Yeah. If it's if there's a positive outcome to it.
If your partner is always asking but doesn't give any in return, so like no compromise, is that toxic?
Yes. At least some form of compromise. Like even if you can't deliver all the way, at least like, you know, a little investment. Like,
true.
Yeah.
Like something, like a placeholder of what I want, right? Like it's I don't think it's that hard. It's not that difficult.
The bare minimum.
It shouldn't be hard. At least the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And then, you know, at least you have to own up to like whatever it is. Because sometimes like you're not in the place to mentally, emotionally, wherever you are in life. So sometimes you can't provide your partner with what they want, right? Because you can't always give someone what they want. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
But like to an extent where it's like at least something, like a little taste. Right? And then like, you know, it's promising of what's to come, but not to like, you know, tease, like not just like, oh, here's a little bit, but that's all you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything?
No, it seems
Okay.
So next one. Not letting you hang out with certain people. Is that toxic?
Depends.
It depends, yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who have bad intentions.
True.
Especially when you know those type of people. Yeah.
So like, would you say like really depends on like context or like the person? Okay, then
actually maybe not. Like maybe not.
Why?
I don't know. Because sometimes it's like I have confidence in you as a partner to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna baby you.
Yeah.
Because if I keep telling you what to do with your life, you're gonna hate me. So
Yeah, you're gonna end up. Yeah, resentment is a big.
there's
thing.
that too.
And you kind of like would you say you kind of let them like feel like the pain?
Experience life,
Yeah,
because there's
yeah,
like
sorry.
you know, there's sometimes where it's like I'll be like, why are you still like you know, interacting with these people that way if it's always gonna hurt you, right? It's like sometimes someone needs to get punched in the face to know that it's not right for
It's not
them.
good
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
You
That's
know,
facts.
so
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah, that's me.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know.
All right. This might I don't know if it's toxic, but constantly trying to solve your problems.
Yes,
Why? Or what do you think, Nicole?
same
I don't
thing.
know.
Same thing as I said before. Let them learn how to get punched in the face.
Yeah, it's just like you're babying them.
Don't baby them. You know, because they're their own person. They make their own choices.
Yeah, they're gonna act like a child.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's
Yeah,
super
that's toxic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty common, but is having too many breaks toxic?
No.
Okay, so there's breaks and there's breakups.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's the difference?
Oh yes,
'Cause
yes,
it's a
yes,
cycle.
yes, yes.
It's a cycle.
Yes,
so
yes,
like
yes.
they're like, okay, let's go on a break, let's get better for each other, and they come back, and then they just end up being worse for each other, and they keep on going back and forth and back. I think it's the same thing as kind of breaking up. If it keeps on happening multiple times, then yeah, I think it's toxic.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard those couples that they break up and then the next day they get
They're
back, together. Yeah.
or
Like, I
like-
mean, like if it
Ooh.
happens like one time, like I guess because you
Yeah.
guys don't know any better. But then when it comes like to 3, 4 times, you're like,
And it's not even that. It's like they've already broken up with each other mentally,
and
but they just don't want to
emotionally
say
it's done.
they don't want to put a name to it, so they're just gonna stay with each other.
Oh.
And like they're scared of actually losing him.
Yeah, like
permanently.
they'll say they'll break up, or like let's just break up then, and then they don't end up doing because they're just too scared.
I told you we weren't gonna disagree. I told you.
Okay,
It's almost the
fair.
same.
All right, next one. Is following their ex toxic?
No,
No.
no.
Okay, that's pretty straightforward.
Only because like if it's like if it's a ex that they've been super in love with, I can totally get that.
Yeah, for some, yeah,
Right.
for a lot of people, I understand that.
Like I can totally get that. But if it's like an ex that like they don't really like
Whatever.
they don't really
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Like I haven't fully unfollowed my exes only because it's like okay, why?
Yeah, it's just weird.
We don't talk.
Fair.
And it's not that serious.
I know some
True.
people are gonna be like, well, you guys don't talk, so why do you follow each other? It's like, well, I don't see the point in unfollowing.
Yeah.
I don't know, you still
It makes it
unfollow
more
a lot
weird.
of friends that you're not friends with.
Yeah,
so,
it actually
like,
makes it more weird.
so
All right. This is gonna be the last one. Might be pretty simple, but is having their location on for each other like constantly like toxic?
I don't think
It's
so.
like knowing where they are 24/7 whatsoever.
Okay, so for me, Ian is a very how do you put this in words? I need to know where he is at all times for his sake and for his mom's sake and for my sake.
Safety.
Not safety. It's just like I need to continuously remind him like you have to be here at this time. You have to be here at this time.
Okay.
What are
okay.
you doing right now here? Because you're supposed to be here at this time, or you should be in the car at this time. Like, I have to constantly remind him on where he is. Like his mom tells me to
Hey,
keep.
Ian,
like,
you lucky, eh? You got like a personal agenda.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, that we're not. It's not. I used to be in a way where just like, I need to know where you are because I think you're lying to me. I used to think like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But now it's just like no, like I need to know where you are because I need to know to let you know where you have to be at a certain time and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it necessarily has to be a bad thing because like sometimes you just want to know that your partner's safe
Yeah.
and doing what they said they were gonna set out to do, because then you don't want them to fail at whatever they want to achieve. Like she said, like making sure that he gets his appointment. It's like I care about you. It's
Yeah.
different. It's different from like, oh, where are you?
Yeah.
Let me know right now. Like that's the toxic part.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess because we're much more caring people.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah, different
selfish.
point of view.
Yeah.
So we have this question from a viewer. Or I'll put it on the screen, or like I'll say it. So he asked, "Why did my ex get mad at me when I didn't reply at work?"
Does she know you're at work?
Huh?
Does she know you're at work?
I don't know.
Right? Like, does she know you're at work?
She's probably just crazy.
Okay,
honestly.
okay. Let's say she knows he's at work. Let's say that, okay, we'll do two different scenarios.
Two
Let's say
scenarios.
she knows he's at work and she doesn't know he's at work.
Which one's the first one?
So we'll do the
Okay.
first one. So she knows he's at work.
Then she kind of crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. Cause that was like me. I was fucking crazy.
Or
I
she,
was crazy for like the first year. Like you just want him to answer you no matter
Like
where
have your
you
attention
are.
24/7?
Yeah, no matter where you are, what you're doing. Like if you feel like if he doesn't answer you right away, he doesn't love you.
Oh, you damn! Girls
Yeah,
think like
girls-
that?
Okay, I can't speak for all
Yeah,
girls,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I told you they go to the extremes. Like,
They
they're
go
just
to the
like-
extremes.
they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you don't fucking love me.
Ken, I'm telling you, once you have a girlfriend, you'll feel this
Yeah.
all, bro.
And they're like,
I'm
why
telling
do
you.
Oh, it's
no, it's
making
not even
me
like
rethink
work.
relationships.
Even if you're at home, you just got home. You're like, why didn't you text me? You just came home. I saw your location. You just got home. Why didn't you text me that you got home? Yeah,
0 or
it's always
100.
0 100. That's true.
I think it's like you gotta. I mean, as a guy, I don't feel the need to like update anyone on my location.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's like, I mean, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're so simple creatures. We're like, yeah.
Also, it's
we're
probably
still
maybe
alive.
her past experiences, I guess.
Right, okay, that's
okay. That's
a factor. That's
very
a factor.
valid.
And she's just like
That is
bringing
valid.
that. Then again, it's like a cycle. She brings that into
The
new
one, yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
and then it just becomes
That's
a
very
cycle.
valid. See, this is why we
Again
do
and again.
need a girl.
Yeah.
Because we don't think of these things.
We don't.
We just
don't.
thought like
we
nah.
try
You
to
just
think
that we're
of it, but
crazy.
it's hard.
You just think
Yeah.
we're crazy.
Yeah.
Point back period.
All right, so now let's say she didn't know he was at work, but he later explained I was at work.
Oh, I would. I'd kind of get angry because only because
You
like
should be updating your girl. Like at least
Yeah.
she should know when you're working.
yeah.
No, but like it's an X.
Oh, that's an X.
It's an X.
X?
Wait, that's
or
an
did they
X?
break up because
an-
of that?
No, he really said it like I'll even read it out. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that changes
oh, yeah,
things.
changes
She is
Okay,
crazy.
give me
She is crazy.
Give me 1 second.
Girls are
Give me 1 second.
crazy
Oh,
Okay, yeah, he
my.
said, yeah. Why did my ex get mad at me for not replying when I'm at work?
because she's crazy. Straight up, she's just crazy.
Y'all are not
I'm
attached
sorry.
anymore. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's not your dad. I don't.
Facts. Yeah.
Oh,
And like
Yeah.
you're not even there's no strings attached, so there's no reason for you to get upset when you guys don't have like any type of relationship whatsoever.
mhm.
You're an ex for a reason. Just
Bro,
leave it at
don't
that.
feel
Exactly.
responsible.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no responsibility
Please
for
don't feel
answering people.
I would look at that message and chuckle, bro.
Literally,
If I'ma
it's
be
funny.
honest. It's like,
It is.
oh, okay, so I'm living in your head rent free, basically.
Exactly.
So that's a
Damn.
little ridiculous. That's a little ridiculous.
All right. Then another one asks like, why do some people enjoy toxic relationships? I mean, we kind of went over, but like,
They like that feeling.
mhm.
Yeah, they like it's a weird like they like the feeling of pain.
Yeah.
That sounds so weird to say, but I get
it's
it.
true.
It's like
No,
they
it's
love the
true.
look of the rose,
Yeah.
but they will
Yeah.
hold those thorns
Mhm.
Ooh,
tight.
period.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
They will tug on that. I don't know why.
They just
just
like
do.
yeah, because like
Wait. I feel like some people just like being in a relationship.
It's
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that
it's,
too. Yeah.
it's like a blissful like addiction.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I
True.
mean? Like
Yeah.
you still get the benefits of like what you get in any relationship where it's like companionship, you know, someone thinking about you, caring about you, but you're just glossing that over like
All the bad stuff.
all the bad stuff, and it's not a good cycle, man. Because then when those rose-covered glasses wear off, you're reminded, and then you have to somehow find the rose-covered.
Yeah, you're just
Yes.
crying all
Again.
night. Like every night. It's just the same thing and you get used to it. It becomes a norm for you.
Oh.
Don't make children. Oh my God. If you, I want to say this on the podcast, but if you're in a toxic relationship, don't make children because that cycle's going to go passed down to them. They're going to think that's what love is. And it's generational trauma. Like, don't do that. Don't make children if you're in a toxic relationship. Yo. Fuck, bro. No, I'm so heated. I hear people that are in toxic relationships wanting to create children. Like,
Oh,
you
that's so
really
scary.
want to
That's
create
so scary.
children because they're going to see how you guys treat each other. It's not going to work. Jesus.
All I heard was, you know, the Maddie talk where she's like, "Oh my gosh, have my
Babies,
babies."
you want to marry me? Yeah, I know that. That's literally what it is.
Oh my gosh.
People are crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. No.
Yeah.
You see, I've never had to like take a pause on this podcast. But that made me pause. That made me go, "Oh snap!"
It's
I mean,
so
she's speaking
true.
facts, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that is
scary. If
facts.
you guys are in toxic relationship and you're making children, that's crazy.
Not even that, but I feel like also if you're thinking too far ahead in the future. Like if you're in high school right now, like and you're thinking like, oh, we're gonna get
my
married, commitment. Like no, you don't. You're just in love
You're
right now.
not gonna. Don't do that.
Oh my gosh, if you're in high school, bro, take it easy, bro. Take it slow, bro.
Oh, bro, I think she's the one. I'm gonna marry her, have her kids.
Ken's speaking from experience.
Yo, I didn't realize. Yeah, don't ever say that, especially if you guys are talking, because yo,
That's
It's
Cause
nice to
it's
think
all-
about. It's nice to think
Uh-huh.
about, but like you know when all comes down to it.
Uh-huh.
What did you say?
No, I didn't say anything. Go.
What did you say?
Nothing.
We just know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
When it all comes down to it, you know.
You're gonna feel embarrassed for yourself.
Oh my
For,
gosh,
like,
so
for
embarrassed.
future reference, you're gonna be like, why the fuck did I say that?
You know when you'll feel embarrassed? Snapchat has a notification
Oh,
from a few years ago,
facts,
motherfucker. Like that's when you'll feel the most embarrassed.
It's so embarrassing. Like,
I kind of like looking at the Snapchat memories from years back, even though I fucked up or like it was bad at that time. Like, oh my god, I went through that, and now I'm like, hey, I might be better right now.
Oh no, you're definitely better, but it's
Yeah.
just like it's like
Oh, thank you. I just wanted to hear that.
Back, yeah.
All right. Anyways, so since we've been talking like a lot about it, how do we get out of it? What do you have? Like, what's the advice you guys would give?
as tough as it is, just leave, bro.
Do it.
Mhm.
Just end it because
Literally.
we've gotten a message before. I'm not gonna disclose their name, but it's not your responsibility to stay in that. Even if you guys are broken up, like, it's not your responsibility to even stay friends with that person.
Yeah. That's true.
Whatever gives you peace, do that.
Mhm.
And I've even said this before, even like to old friends of mine, whatever connections. I said, if I don't bring you peace, just cut me off, bro, because I don't want to stay in your life if you know I'm always gonna be that thorn in your side.
Yeah.
Just leave, bro. It's
Yeah.
fine. It'll do both of us justice, you know.
But then what's sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, you can't feel drained in a relationship.
Mhm.
Like, that's the opposite of what love is. Like, you can't do that to yourself. You just need to find self-love, honestly, and like
True.
be independent before you find someone so you're
Mhm.
happy. It just it sucks.
Especially because it's early. Like we're talking from like our like we're in our 20s.
like
yeah,
early
we just
early
turned 20
stages,
last
yeah.
year.
In high school, like you might feel like you're the shit because high school is like that animal kingdom.
It
right?
really is.
But no, dude. Once you leave that, you realize you're still really young.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
you have a
it's-
lot going
it's-
for you.
It's crazy how a lot of people graduate from high school and they still don't know what they're doing. They don't know what makes them happy, what makes them passionate.
Mhm.
So there's all those other things those existential things that you need to figure out before you can go, I'm gonna settle down with a person. Because if you don't have those things down, you're gonna be so lost when you go years down the line with a person, and it gets really, really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let me ask this. So when do you think it's worth saving? Is
That
it
is a
okay?
tough-
Is it worth saving a toxic relationship?
There's always a space for change,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. But if you're dating a narcissist, no.
Okay.
Because like a lot of people, they just don't see their significant other as equals.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna keep on talking over you and stuff like that, and it just becomes a cycle. And then you can't even get out of it because they don't. Obviously, they think they're right all the time, so they don't want change, and you're just gonna be stuck there.
Oh my. Go back to the question. She spoke too much facts for me to remember what the question was.
Is it worth saving a toxic relationship?
Yeah, she's good. I lost
There's
it.
there's definitely space for change, but it's a matter of fact if you want to change for you guys to become better.
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, especially if like the other person like agrees and wants to change. But like most times, what I've heard is like they want to change, but they never really make the effort.
Yeah.
Like they'll tweak it at like the very start, right? Like, oh, I make subtle changes whatsoever, right? And then it's like pours down all over again, and they're like, why? What happened to us? Right? And to be honest, in my opinion, like toxic relationship, just leave.
Yeah.
I don't think a toxic relationship is ever worth saving.
Don't be blissful of like also like how much years have been down the line.
Yes.
Don't be blissful
Oh,
of the
yeah.
time.
Don't.
that you've
yeah.
Because,
been in
oh
it.
my God, that's one thing. Like, just because like, and it's sad when a lot of people start relationships at a young age because they don't even know who they are when they started the
Oh
relationship.
my God, you're still a
So
kid.
so they grow up with this person thinking that's like their whole life, and they don't even know who they are at that point.
True.
So it becomes sad.
All right. So next is breaking up always the best option?
I don't know.
It if you've covered all bases, yes. Like if you went through every backup plan, then yeah.
Yeah, if there's no change.
There's nothing that's gonna
If
happen.
they don't want to change for you, then they're not going to change for anyone else. So just leave.
They'll only change for themselves.
Yeah, because they only care about themselves. They don't care about you. They don't care about the relationship. Yeah,
Doesn't
like if you
change.
keep on trying and nothing, but at the same time, it's like for the toxic relationships, like you break up and then you get back together. It could be a year after, and you're like, oh, I think I'm better for you, and then they get back together. It's just a toxic relationship again.
Oh, I feel for that too. Is because it's the same emotions they had
Yeah.
last time, right?
The same
That they're carrying into it.
mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
everything else is exactly the same. They don't change to be better.
I have a random case of the opposite thing where it's like it's good to break up because maybe you're in your toxic phase of as a person, and you have to grow as a person.
Yeah.
You guys know who Eileen and Devin is, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh
The
yeah.
Filipino
yeah.
couple from
TikTok.
Vancouver, I'm guessing. They're super
don't-
cute, and you think, wow, the relationship's perfect,
Yeah.
right? But Eileen has said, once in a TikTok that they've been through a toxic phase,
Yeah.
had to break up for some time to grow as people, and then they came back together. And now it's like that's when they've become the right people for each other. And I've had other, people that
Yeah.
I've met who are married. And like my best friend, his parents had broken up for a little bit, found each other again, and got married instantly.
Wow.
Because things change, right? And like,
Yeah.
maybe it's like you are so clouded with like I have to think about helping my partner that you're not thinking about how to help yourself.
Yeah.
And in that breakup, they all learn how to help themselves.
Yeah, I think you just have to be independent. You have to
And
learn
in
how
return,
to be independent.
yeah.
That's been episode 34 of Toxic Relationships. And it's finally glad to have a female perspective on things. Thank you.
Yes.
If you guys want to see more of Nicole and want to hear more on the podcast, comment down below and let us know. And like what kind of topics you want to hear from her. And like so we can like talk about it too. And
It's been your host, Dom.
Ken and our special guest Nicole.
Did we say leave a like, comment, subscribe?
No, we didn't.
Did we say tune into our Spotify?
No, we didn't.
Did we say follow her socials in the link description below? So since we didn't say it, we just said it now. So just do all those things. And thank you guys for hitting 5,000 followers on TikTok. Thank you for 200 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for 300 followers on Instagram. The booth community is rising, and we love to see that. So join. Tell your friends to join. Come on.
Yeah.
Go.
That's been it. Peace out.
Peace.